Hey, hey, it's Tuesday. Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday, 7:31. Sorry, I'm a minute late, but I'm here. Hey, everybody. It is Talk Tuesday. It is January the 21st, 7:31. It is time for Talk Tuesday. So, listen, y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Come on in and come on in and share. Come on in and share. Y'all know what we do. You know what we do. Come on in and share, please. First of all, I hope everyone had a good day, a good evening, a good morning, wherever you may be in this world. Hello, it's Geraldine, your host for Talk Tuesday. So come on in, come on in. Um, Come on in, come on in. Let me know you here. Y'all know what to do. I know my twin, she should be here. She's here every Tuesday. Put something in the comment. Let me know that you are here. Um, so I can say hello back. Okay. So come on in, come on in. Stay right there. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Okay, there I go. I just had to fix something right quick, but it's fixed and I am back. Come on in. Y'all know what it is. It's Talk Tuesday. Hi, Erling. Hey, Angie. My supporters, they always support. And so I'm thankful for my regulars that come on Talk Tuesday. I really do appreciate you guys. I really do. Thank you so much. Um, Again, invite someone, share this. I'm going to right quick see if I can share this on our guests page. Let me see. Yeah, let me put this on her page right quick. That way she can have it on her page. Let's see. But how was your day? Let me know. I mean, how was your day? How's it going? How was your day? Y'all know it's it's cold here. It's cold here. Okay. It is cold here. And yeah, I just hurried up in here from work and I'm like, oh Lordy. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, so we're in here tonight on Talk Tuesday. I'm just going through some formalities right now. Get this. Don't forget, y'all. Hey, Brock, how are you? Y'all can also watch this on YouTube Live. I actually put a link in on the previous post, so you can watch it on YouTube. Of course, you watch here live on my Facebook, and soon you'll be able to watch on Instagram. We're moving up. We are moving up. We are moving up. Let me put this on my friend's page. Join us. Um, yeah, but it's gonna be a great show tonight, right? It's gonna be a very inspirational show. Motivational. It's gonna be empowering. Um, hey, hey, Andrea. Um, and so I'm excited tonight. I'm really excited tonight because this is really one of my closest friends, and actually, honestly, like my best friend. And so I'm so excited that I can talk to her tonight. And listen, y'all, it's gonna be a great show. I already know it's gonna be a great show. And so again, I'm excited to bring her on. And tonight I'm gonna have her introduce herself a little bit. But I call her. I didn't have a title for this show tonight, but I'm giving her a title. Her title is Queen of Quotes, right? And you'll understand it once we go live and we start talking. But I call her the Queen of Quotes. And so again, it's going to be a motivational show tonight. And again, I'm excited. As you can see, we do have a disclaimer here. But also, I do want to give another disclaimer, right? Now, I don't know the last time. Our guest is Nicole Elmore. She's coming on in a couple of seconds. But I really don't know the last time we actually called each other by our name, honestly, because we address each other and we say sister. So if you hear me say tonight, if I'm asking her a question, I might say sister instead of Nicole because that's what we call each other. And we've been calling each other that for I don't know how long, but that's how close we are. So her name is Nicole Elmore. Nicole is an author of The Woman That I Am. She's the founder of Women Don't Purr, We Raw. I know that was terrible. That's okay. But she's coming on tonight and we're going to get to know her a little bit. We're going to get to know her vision, her purpose, and why. You'll understand why I call her the queen of quotes, right? And so, look, so no further ado, I'm going to bring her on again. Her name is Nicole Elmore, aka Sister. So let's bring Nicole on tonight. Again, you can use the comments. You can say hello if you have a question for Nicole. If you have any comments, please put them there. I'm also keeping an eye on the comments on Facebook. So I'm like, can't look at it on YouTube, but we are on YouTube as well. So listen, let me stop running my mouth. Let me bring my guest on. It's Nicole Elmore, aka Sister. So again, everybody, this is Nicole. This is a very, very close friend of mine. Honestly, really, I can say she's my best friend, one of my best friends. And welcome, sister.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to Talk Tuesday,
Thank
everybody.
you.
This is Nicole. And we're just gonna get started. As you can probably hear me in my introduction, I call you the queen of quotes. And people will understand why I call you the queen of quotes. But for people, if this is your first time on Talk Tuesday is conversations of inspiration, motivation, and empowerment. And so I asked my sister to come on and have a little conversation with me tonight. She has some wonderful things going on in her life. She's, rebuilding, regrouping, and we want to know what's going on. So, sister, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nicole Elmore. I'm an author of The Woman That I Am Now, a motivational speaker. I love empowering women, men too, but my heart beats for just to empower women. I just believe that, well, I know that God has given me a gift,
Mm-hmm.
to help women reach their next level, to
Mm-hmm.
help women find the power that's in them. Because sometimes as women, sister, we wear so many hats,
Yeah.
but we forget to pour into ourselves.
Yes.
So I'm just grateful to be here and just to really share a little bit about myself.
Oh well, we thank you for coming on. Y'all look at sister. She is sharp tonight. She was like, I'm gonna put on my hat. I'm like, wait a minute, now do I need to pull mine out too? But she looks so beautiful.
Thank you.
Again, I wanted to talk about, of course, what you're doing, what you've been up to. But first of all, I want to start with um, you are author of the woman I am now. I want to ask, who were you before?
Honestly, I didn't know who I was.
Mm, mm,
Um, Tried to fit in,
mm-hmm,
but I really didn't have an idea who I was
mm,
until God truly revealed to me what my purpose is.
yeah,
And you know how sometimes when you go through transitions and you go through trials, we think we know who we are, but there
yeah.
was deeper gifts inside of me that only God knew, but I needed to discover those gifts.
Mm,
So through my trials, I realized that once I found my calling, then I
yes,
was like, I know the woman that I am now. And I'm
yeah,
still learning her because inside
yes,
of us,
yes,
we don't know the plans that God has for us. He knows. So each
yes,
day I'm discovering the woman that I am now. And the woman that I am now, she's
Mhm.
totally different from the woman that I was last year. She's so much
Yeah.
stronger. She's
Yeah.
so much confident.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know we, of course we talk, and some things that we talk about is really really deep. And I know I can't remember if it has it been 2 years since Poppy has passed away, or has it been
Three.
three?
It's been
Three.
three.
And I know during that time too, like you said, you're still discovering who you are. But sometimes when you have death in your family, or it could be a sickness, sometimes you feel like, am I going back to that person? Right.
Mhm.
Even going through that, through the grief and just dealing with life itself, did you feel like you were losing yourself again, or you were stuck? How did you feel during that time?
Honestly, I felt that my life was at a pause all over again.
Ah.
I literally felt that the play button on my life had been silenced
Mm.
because with me having to bury my dad and with so much other things that's going on, I really asked God. I said, Lord, I feel like my life is on a pause.
Mm, mhm, mhm,
And he reminded me that no one has the power to make me feel powerless. No one has the power to put my life on pause unless I give it to them.
mhm, mhm.
So I had to go back to remember who he said I was. I had
Yeah.
to go back in my prayer closet. I had to really
Mhm.
think back to where he brought me from.
Mm,
And from that, I regained the power to press the play button on my life. We
mm,
all go through seasons. We all go through seasons. And what I've learned is that through those seasons, he's making us, he's strengthening us, he's showing us our weakness.
mm, mm. And you said, I like what you just said. He's showing us our weakness, but that's not always a bad thing. Do you think that's not always a bad?
Absolutely, it's not. It's not because through that, we find our strength in him. Through
Yeah.
that, when
Yeah.
you know, and that's the thing, when you know where you are, when you know your strength and your weaknesses, and I
Mhm.
just feel through that for me,
Mhm.
that through all of that, that he's still birthing me, that he's giving me a deeper look into the woman that I am now. And I
Yeah.
like to say is that, I stand on his shoulders because I'm starting to see my life through his view of
Oh,
who I really am.
yes, yes. That's so powerful because and I told you this one time before, you was doing some motivational speaking, and I was watching you because it was videotaped. And I was like, sister is giving it to these women. But what I saw like the power, the resilience. I saw you, like, even though I was not there, it's like these women were like so channeled in on you. And that's what, again, life is life, and for some of us, right? And it's going to do that, but it's something where you try to find something that motivates you, that inspires you. And that's why tonight I kind of titled this show tonight as the Queen of Quotes, right? Because every time I go on your Facebook or your Instagram, it's always like a quote, but it also ties into your purpose. Now, I mean, you're an entrepreneur now. You got merch now.
Yes. Women don't purr, we roar.
Yeah, so I wanna go into that. This first quote. It says, "Women don't purr, we raw." What is that? Tell us the meaning like behind it. And I didn't took my notes because I got some notes here. But one thing I want to say is, it says, start showing up as yourself.
Mm.
Talk a little bit about that.
Start showing up as yourself. Basically it's like showing up in showing up as yourself, meaning showing up in who God called you to be. Don't try to be like no one else. Showing up with the gifts that He has given you. Sometimes on social media or even through life, we tend
Mm-hmm,
to look at other people and say, oh man, I wish I could do that, or I wish I could do that. No, that's not what He has given you. Show
mm-hmm,
up in the gifts that He has given you and watch Him multiply that, watch Him add to that. So
mm-hmm,
now when I show up as me. Because
mm-hmm.
guess what? I can't show up as you, Jerlene, because I
Right.
can't operate in your gifts. So I'm
Uh,
showing up as what He's put in me. And I know in that I will be powerful. I know in that, I will be, amazing. I know when I show up as myself, no one else can show up like me. So I'm
Right.
learning to show up as myself each and every day, because when I show up of myself, I have my joy. When I show up of
Ah,
myself, I have my strength. When I show up as myself, I'm showing up as who God has called me to be. I'm showing up as the woman that I am now. So when I say show up as yourself, get up every day, show up as yourself.
yes.
So you know
Yes.
what? I am here because God opened this door. He didn't
Yes.
open this door for me to imitate somebody that I am. He opened up this door for me to be who he called me to be. So I'm showing up as Nicole, because the blessings that he has for me, no one else can walk in that. No matter how
Yes.
many times they try to imitate who you are, show up as yourself, be resilient, and know that it doesn't matter how someone else is flourishing. It doesn't matter. Sometimes we look at ourselves, because I used to be one. I used to be like, man, I wish I was that person. But no, I don't, because
Mhm.
I don't know what's down the road for them. I don't know. And maybe I can't handle that. So showing up as myself, I'm walking into my destiny that
Yeah.
God has already pre-planned for me.
I like that because when you think you want to show up as somebody else, or you want to imitate, or I want to be like Nicole. If I said Nicole, I want to be like you. I want to, like, I might not can handle what you went through, right?
Hmm.
Know what I mean? People's like, Geraldine, I like how you mod. But I don't know if you could handle wearing two ostomy bags. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
so I like the fact that, like, God, we are a designer original. God has made nobody like us. I have a twin sister, but we're still different, right? And showing up as yourself, as your authentic self, right?
Yes.
And so I like that. I really, really like that. Now, another thing you said was, this is what she said, y'all. You said, stop giving people permission to hurt you by offering the same tired apologies. Mm,
Yes.
okay.
So many times we allow people to hurt us. And so we basically give them permission.
Mm,
Because, like, if I hurt you
mm-hmm,
and I tell you I'm sorry, and then I do something 2 weeks from now
mm,
and I say I'm so sorry,
mm-hmm,
and I'm repeatedly hurting you, and the more I hurt you, the more you're saying, okay, okay. But it's like you're giving me permission. People cannot make you feel powerless unless you give that to them.
ah,
So we have to get to a understanding of, what, some relationships have an expiration date. Because the thing is, we say we tired.
yeah,
This is what I look at my spirit as. When someone knock on your door, the first thing we do is we look out the window or we look out the peephole. Well, we
yes,
should start doing that with our spirit and our heart. Because
mm,
why would you continue to let someone in that's always hurting you? Why would
mm,
you continue to let someone in that's continuously letting you down? Why would you always let somebody in when every time they call you, they're bringing up negativity? Why would
mm,
you let somebody call, talk to you, and all they're doing is just crushing your dreams?
mm,
If you call me with an idea, and every time you call me, I say, well, sister, I don't like that. I don't
mm,
think that's going to do it. And you continuously call me, I'm giving you permission to come into my life to hurt me.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
I'm giving you access to say, you know what? I can go and dump this negativity on Nicole. I
mm-hmm,
can go and dump this self-doubt on Nicole.
mm-hmm,
I can
mm-hmm,
go and dump all this fear on her. Stop giving people permission to hurt you.
mm,
Stop giving them permission. And when God said that to me, I said, you know what? I was giving them permission, because
wow,
no matter how many times they offered the same apologies,
yeah,
I forgave them. And then I had to do the work. Well, why am I so forgiving to people that's willingly hurting me?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And when he had me to do the work on myself, I realized that there were some issues that I had to work on.
Ah, and that's a big thing that you said, because I think oftentimes, we have to do a self-examination too.
Hmm.
We we have to find out, why do I keep letting this person in, or why do I keep allowing this to happen and that to happen. A friend of mine said, you apologize, but you keep doing the same thing. It's just like full of, as she said, excuses. And then this is something I had said to someone, I think a couple of weeks ago, I think I put it on my Facebook, that we have to protect our space. you
Hmm.
know we have to protect our atmosphere. You know, when I go to work every day, like I anoint my desk, right? Because we have like different people, visitors that come in or whatever, you know, no harm or anything like that, but we still have to protect our space. We have to protect our spirit. And so I just think is everybody, hello, Talk Tuesday. We're talking to Nicole Elmore, and we're talking about just like quotes, different things that we can carry that will help inspire our life or motivate us or allow us to become aware of some things. And so I call Nicole the queen of quotes. And so we're just going on over some different quotes and some different things that she has written. She is an author. She is a motivational speaker. But also too, I think you've taken these quotes and you've turned it into like a business, and there's nothing wrong with that. We are wearing her merch. But we're talking about tonight is a show of inspiration and empowerment. We have a couple of people on here. You are speaking that to me. Thank you. Good evening, Abby. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming to Talk Tuesday. But again, you know, this is a show of inspiration, but I think it's also a show of like kind of like awakening. Like, you know what I mean? Like awakening, like, oh, I get what she's saying. I get that quote. So another quote is I've been holding myself hostage entirely too long. So please excuse me while I unlock my new level of power. Now, I might have to I might have to like that's me. Talk about that. I've been holding myself hostage entirely too long.
I definitely have been. Um, I've been holding myself hostage to people opinions. I've been
Mm,
holding myself hostage to fear.
mm.
I've been holding myself hostage to where not thinking that I was good enough.
Oh,
And it's not so many times that people held me hostage.
yeah.
I held
Wow.
myself hostage.
Mm-hmm.
And when God gave me that revelation, he said, again, no one can take your power unless you give it to them. So I was willingly giving
Mm-hmm.
fear my
Mm-hmm.
power.
Mm-hmm.
I was giving people my power.
Wow.
So I've learned to unlock and unleash and operate in what God has given me.
Now, can you say it again? Say that one more time.
I have learned to unleash
Mm-hmm.
and unlock and operate in the gifts that God has given me. And by
Mm-hmm.
operating in the gifts is whatever desire he put in your heart.
Yes.
What I'm learning now is that you may not have all the finances. You may
Yeah.
not have a whole crowd supporting you, but if God put it in you, stop holding yourself hostage.
Mm.
So
Do
I
you
go
when
ahead.
you talk about holding yourself hostage, do you think sometimes it might come from our past, maybe a past relationship or past trauma, or just things in our past? Because oftentimes we still stuck in the past. But it's like, how do you leave that there and move on? And so I like when you said unlock my new level of power. Like, do you think like some things, like personally yourself, like some things that happened in the past, just kind of had you just locked, like I can't go nowhere. I don't know how do I get out of this? Do you think not just maybe not you personally, but people often because of their past, they like I'm stuck, I'm locked, I can't, I don't have the key to open that door.
Definitely. I do believe it. I'm, from my past. My past held me hostage for a long time. But
Mm,
I had to remember that God had already given me the key to free myself. What was
mm.
I waiting on? I was waiting for somebody else to come put on a cape and to play Superwoman to come rescue me. But no
Wow.
one was going to come rescue me. And
Mm.
I had to realize that, like, okay, don't be hostage to your past. Don't let your past keep you in bondage.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
forgive us. He forgives us. He forgives us. So once you get that forgiveness for God,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
when he starts to place that desire in you, because trust me, along this walk, you're going to have people to say, well, I remember this or I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take that as confirmation that you're on the right path. See, whenever the enemy is going to attack, he's going to pull from your past. He can't pull from your future because he don't know what's going to happen in your
Yeah.
future.
Come
But what
on.
he's going to do, he's going to send those people to say, oh, I remember you used to do this. I
Yeah.
remember you said that. Oh, well, I remember this. Let them stay down, going down memory lane while you continue to walk forth in your destiny. And you have to remind yourself. I have a quote that says, this is not how my story is not going to end with the words she gave up. Put your name in that. My story is not going to end with the words Jerlene gave up. My
Yes.
story is not going to end with the words, Pam gave up.
Yes.
Once you start to speak to yourself and you
Yes.
start to believe what God said about you,
Yes.
even though sometimes, yes, it is fearful sometimes, but you keep walking anyway. Don't allow fear to
Mm,
stop you from unlocking, unleashing, and
mm,
operating in your power. Don't
mm.
allow people's opinions. And that was my thing. I had a big thing on what people would say about me.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But I knew that, okay, they're just saying that is, and I'm not taking it out on them, but the enemy, he see that greatness in you. So what
Yeah.
he'll do is sometimes he'll use the closest people to you to
Mm,
break you. But
mm.
what I'm learning now is that God has to allow the breaking to come. Y'all gonna get me preaching up here, and I ain't even a minister. Okay? Because out of that breaking, it's going to come women don't purr roar. Out of
Yeah.
that breaking is going to come the thing that you've been praying for. Out of that breaking is going to come your destiny. Out of that breaking is going to come people that's going to say, I'll help you. Out of that breaking is going
Yeah.
to come tears from joy. So just go through the breaking, go through the crushing, because through all of that, I'm telling you, I am a living witness. He's
Yeah.
going to give you beauty for your ashes. He's going to give you tears for your joy. Because if I wouldn't have went through the breaking, if I
Yeah.
wouldn't allow the pain to held me hostage, there would be no women don't purr roar. There would
Mm-hmm.
not be the woman I am now.
Mm-hmm.
When
Mm-hmm.
he gave, let me share this with you. I was going through, I was in court for, I was accused of something that I didn't do with my children. And God knows I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting in court, and I was sitting down, and it felt as if God came and sat beside me and whispered those words in my ear. The woman I am now. I was like, okay, but I'm sitting here in court and I had no idea what it was going to turn into. I didn't know. I had no idea. But what
Wow.
he gave me was the title of my book. But I was going through, y'all. When I said I was going through, but he
Mm-hmm.
spoke to me in my pain. I
Mm,
did not know that it was the title of a book. I did not know that.
mm,
And
mm.
when I was approached to publish a book, she said,
Yeah.
you got a title? I said, yeah, the woman I am now. Because what I had been through, he was preparing me. So
Yes. Yeah.
he's preparing you wherever you are at this moment. He
Yeah.
is preparing you for something greater. And it's not something
Yes.
I heard. I'm not just saying this to make you feel good. I'm telling you because I lived through it.
Yes. 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 Yes.
I was
Um.
going through, I got to share this for somebody.
Yes. Yes.
I was
Please.
going through so much, and I would use what I was going through and I would post it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't posting, I would word it to where it didn't look like it was me, but I just
Okay.
wanted to make a general statement, because
Yes.
sometimes you got to be careful.
Yes.
And through me just posting, a publisher, she inboxed me and she said, I've been watching you for a year.
Wow.
She said, have you ever thought about writing a book? At first, I thought it was a scam. So I was
Oh.
like, no, this ain't real. And
Mm-hmm.
she reached out to me again. She said, could you please call me?
Mm.
And I gave her a call. She said, I'm telling you, she said, she said, you have a story to tell. I've been watching you for a year. She said, I work with a publishing company. I want to gift you with a free book. In my pain,
Wow.
in my pain.
Mm, mm,
He had
mm.
already given me the title. So stop allowing fear, stop allowing yourself to be held hostage by your past,
Mm-hmm.
by opinions of others,
Mm-hmm.
and the unknown. Because sometimes when we don't know,
Yes.
sometimes when we're comfortable, we just want to stay where we're at.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want to. I want to stay on the sidelines because I don't want to
Yeah.
go. I don't want to get in the ring because I'm going through hell right now. So
Mm-hmm.
I just want to stay on the sidelines. He has so much more for you. He has so much more for you.
And I guess it is true for you, me too. I mean, plenty of people that may be watching that you are a true testament that there was purpose through your pain. And I think oftentimes we say that there is purpose through your pain. But I know some people can't even fathom, and I know we can't tell it all tonight, like the pain, especially being accused of something you didn't do, or the pain of going through a sickness. And you, sister, you often wonder, like, dang, is this pain going to turn into purpose for me? Did you ever think, like, all the stuff that you went through, stuff that we're gonna go through, it's called life. Did you ever imagine that that pain would kind of turn into a purpose for you?
Absolutely not.
Mm.
Because it was honestly, it was
Hmm.
heavy.
Okay.
I felt discouraged.
Mm-hmm.
I felt defeated.
Mm.
I felt that God had forgot about me.
Ooh. Ooh.
I felt lonely.
Mm.
And I remember picking up my a journal, a notebook.
Okay.
And I remember the first thing I wrote, because I had been praying to God, and it felt like He wasn't hearing me. And the
Mm.
first thing I wrote in my book was silent tears screaming loudly.
Ooh.
Because I felt like I was crying these tears, but it was like God just was silent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
just kept journaling. When
Mm-hmm.
I would pray with tears coming down my face,
Yes.
but I kept journaling.
Yes.
I was writing words that I didn't know that all I had to do was transfer it over to a book. When she offered me the deal, the book was already written, but I had no idea. All I
Wow.
did was gave her my journal. She said, "Your book is complete." So through
Wow.
my pain, by me writing, I had wrote my book.
Wow. Did you kind of know, like,
No,
this?
I was
Wow.
journaling. Every night when I put my kids to bed, I would sit in the living room and I would just journal and I would just cry. I was
Yeah.
just releasing my heart in
Yeah.
words.
Yeah. You know what? And I feel you on that, because my book comes from a journal. But at the time, like you, I didn't know, because in the journal, like, I wrote everything I ever felt, about my
Hmm.
sickness, about this, about that, divorce, this, I mean, all kinds of stuff, right? And like you, like, I was writing and crying, but I was wondering, like, God, will you pick up my tears?
Hmm.
Will you pick my tears up? And you know what I mean? And so I feel you when you talk about that, and I think that's another thing too. Journal writing, um,
Hmm.
which is another form of kind of releasing, expressing. It's a great tool for me. It was great therapy. Did you feel like it was therapy for you? I know it did for me.
Yes, I did felt like not in the beginning.
Okay.
I didn't feel like it was therapy. I was just writing because
Okay.
I was hurt. I was angry.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like, is this it?
Mm.
I really did. I was like, well, God, your word said that the plans that you have for me, but
Yes. Yeah.
I can't see it because I would tell him, God, my tears are blurring my vision.
Wow. Oh, that's deep right there.
Those are things that I would write in my journal. I would say, my tears are blurring my vision. I
Mm-hmm.
need your help. I need your guidance.
Mm-hmm.
So the more he stayed silent, it's like to me, I felt that he said, the only way I can get you to see your purpose is for you to go through this because
Okay.
you're not going to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So by
Mm-hmm.
me experiencing all that, it led me just to continue to write and continue to pray and
Mm-hmm.
continue to cry out to him. I would
Yeah.
cry out to him driving to work.
Mm-hmm.
I just began just cry out to him because I know that I knew that I needed him. And I
Yeah.
knew
Yeah.
that he was the only person that could help me. Not only, I think for me, I wanted to be healed from the inside out.
Okay.
Because you know how so many times people be like, "Oh, you're beautiful," or "You look
Yeah.
nice in that outfit." But I was walking around, looking all this, but my heart
Art was
my heart was broken. My
Oh.
heart wasn't smiling. And I remember telling God, I want my heart to smile.
Wow.
I want my heart to
You
smile.
know,
But
I never heard that before. Like,
yeah, I
I
wanted
want
my heart to
my heart.
smile. Yeah, I wanted my heart. I so desperately wanted my heart to smile. Because see,
Mhm.
if my heart is smiling, then I can truly have that joy. But
Mhm.
if I'm faking it, can I really have joy? I
Yeah.
didn't want to go through the motions. I said, God, I said, I don't want to go through the motions of pretending because I
Yeah.
did that for so long.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I said, God, operate on me, do surgery on me, create in me a clean heart and
Mhm.
renew the right spirit within me. I wanted
Yeah.
that because
Yeah.
I wanted to see. I said, God, show me if you're real. Let me see your power. Let
Yeah.
me touch you and see if you are real. I
You
wanted
need
that
a,
experience for myself. And
you
I
need
know that if,
evidence, sister.
huh?
You needed evidence that he
Yes,
was.
I wanted to know. I wanted to know him on a deeper level.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just didn't want to touch the surface. I just
Yes.
didn't want to just to continue to go through the formality. I wanted to know him in a way that
Mhm.
I know that he touched me. No
Mhm.
one could get the glory for that. No one could get the credit for that. Even now with my visions, this is nobody but God because I
Yeah.
had to go to that place with him in order for me to teach him because I didn't know his voice. I wanted to know his voice.
Mm.
I
Mm.
wanted to know to when he speak with me and said, daughter, I need you to move. Daughter, I need for you to be
Yeah.
silent. I wanted him to give me that.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, we talking about the queen of quotes, but honestly, I think we talking about also the woman I am now, right? Because I mean, I feel it. I feel it tonight. And you know, I think I feel it more too because you know, when you can relate to someone that you know, I've had those feelings, right? I've been in that place before, not exactly everything that you've gone through, but those feelings that you had, like, and I know a lot, maybe a few people on here maybe had those same feelings, you know, like I really cannot get over what you just said. I wanted, excuse me, my heart to smile, and one of our viewers said your words are so powering. Wow, thank you. And that's for Nicole, not me. That's those are her words. But you know, it's like stuff. You know how you people talk, and you like, oh my gosh, you just want to crawl up in a behind a rock, right? Because it hits so much, and that's what this show is about tonight. You know, it's being true, it's being authentic. I know we talking about, you know, I said you the queen of quotes, but also like she's a motivational speaker, and like you didn't get there overnight.
No, I definitely didn't. Everything is a process, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm learning to continue to trust the process.
Okay.
I'm learning out of everything. Hearing his voice means everything to me.
Okay.
When he speaks to you and he
Mm-hmm.
show you who he is and
Mm-hmm.
you know it's him,
Yes.
he changed my whole perspective. So the
Wow.
woman that I am now,
Mm. Wow.
I love her.
Yes. Yes.
I'm
Yes.
open to her. I
Yes.
listen to her. I don't
Mm.
give people permission to hurt her no more.
Mm. Mm. You know what? And it's so funny. I ain't gonna tell y'all everything we talk about all the time, but we had a conversation just yesterday, and you know, some things was trying to pop up, people, places, and things was trying to pop up,
Mhm.
and so he was like,
No, no.
He was like, no, But I think also it's good that we can recognize when, you know, people, places, and things is just not right. And I like it. Was like you really have to hear. You have to hear the voice of God because He's going to guide you. He's going to guide you. He's
Yes.
gonna tell you don't go around that corner. Don't go there. No, stay away from that person or this person. You know what I mean? But I think it's also it's just like you got to be a studier of his word, but you
Mhm.
gotta like really, really listen. And I have to admit, sometimes I
And
didn't
also, yes, I didn't mean to cut you. Listen,
know.
but also give him your heart. I've
Mm,
learned when you pray from the heart,
yes.
the Bible says that he said he's close to the brokenhearted.
Mm,
And I slept with that scripture
oh.
because I was so broken.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And even though for me, I thought it was a bad place, but in that, he began to pour and make me recognize the gifts that he has given me. I never thought I was a motivational speaker. I mean,
Wow.
I never thought I would be an author. I
Mhm,
never had the desire to do those things.
mhm, mhm,
Never,
mhm,
never, never. But when he began to heal me and I
mhm,
began to pray,
mhm.
and when I say he blows my mind
Yes.
when he answered prayer.
Wow.
I always say, God, just Lord, show me who you are. I was always honest with him. And I think that's why I cherish my relationship with him. And I
Yeah.
was like, God, I said, Lord, I remember in the Bible, Doubting Thomas. He said he had to see the nail prints in his hands for him to believe.
Believe. Yeah.
And I
Mhm.
said, God, I said, I'm gonna be honest. I said, if I was in the Bible days, I probably would have been like Doubting Thomas because I needed to see. I
Yeah.
was honest. And I said,
Yeah.
God, I could have been like Sarah because Sarah laughed. She laughed when God said that she was gonna give
Sure.
birth to a child
Yeah.
because
Yes.
she doubted him.
Yes.
I was once there. I
Mm.
was once there.
Mm.
But now when I look back and I see the visions that he birthed through my pain,
Yes.
nobody but him.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Nobody but him.
Listen, he said he does know the plans that he has for us to prosper us,
Yes.
give us a hope and a good future. Like
Yes.
knows the plans. But um, you've taken, I would say, these quotes or inspirations, or these your words of wisdom, I want to say your words of wisdom, and you've turned it into something else, right? And that something else is Nicole and I, this is her stuff, this is her her merch. And I do want to let me do this right quick because listen, okay, I want to show some pictures of like your merch. And I want to know what made you come up with the idea to like put these different quotes like on merch, t-shirts, sweatshirts. Like how did that idea come about?
Honestly, like when I just started writing
Mm-hmm.
and I shared with my friend, I was like, it's just on me to start putting. I said, no, I said, I wholeheartedly know that God told me to put these quotes on the shirt.
Yes.
And very supportive, say, okay, let's do it. Let's
Mm-hmm.
do it. And I think also I wanted to create shirts with purpose.
Okay.
I wanted to create
Okay.
shirts with power. I
Okay.
wanted to create shirts to where when women and men, because I have men's shirts also, I wanted them to wear it knowing they're standing for something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That they believe in women power. So
Yeah.
it was
Yes.
like, yeah, I wanted to create that shirt to where that women would feel powerful and their boyfriend, their husband, I wanted them to be supportive of the lady that they were with.
Yes. And as you can see, I'm just showing like she did say like she does listen, she has men. And this is like one of your latest. Um,
Hmm.
it says being a black woman speaks volume. Our presence is too powerful and we cannot be ignored. So listen, y'all. Okay, look. And I want, I always want people to support us, black business, black woman, but support entrepreneurs, period. And so listen, we wear all kinds of stuff. One time I can say it because I'm his aunt. Like my nephew had this T-shirt, and I was like, "What is that?"
Hmm.
And I was like, "Oh my," you know what I mean? But he's grown, whatever. He can wear what he wants. But we have all types of labels, actually labels on us. And when I say labels, I mean labels, right? But what you have again is it's empowering, it's motivational, it means something. And I like what you said. You just said it's purpose. Is
Hmm.
purpose. And I know one time before, you started, your t-shirts and then took a little break and came back. But when you came back, I was like, oh wow. Hey, I said, ain't no stopping her now. Ain't no stopping her now. So listen, here, if you want to purchase please support, and y'all do support now. If you want to support Nicole, if you want to purchase some merch, send her a DM. I have her Instagram here. You can go on her Instagram, just send her a DM if you want to get a shirt. She will ship, okay? Because I think my pastor always say this: we do what we want to do. We buy what we want to buy. We go to McDonald's. We spend $20 there. We go to a restaurant. We spending $50, $60 there, right? But what if we purchase something again that has purpose, that has meaning? And so I compel you all to come on, get a merch. See what I'm wearing? My merch. Nicole has hers on. I showed
Yes.
a few pictures. And I like, this is what I like. And I wanna ask you, why did you do men? You have men
Mhm.
apparel too. Why did you feel like you wanted to do the men as well?
I wanted to do the men because in this society, in today's society, let's be honest, you really don't see a lot of men. Some social media, I mean, you have men calling out women their name. And so I wanted to just bridge that gap to
Okay.
where men support women. And we have a lot of men that they do support. So I just really wanted to just bridge that gap to where they understand that being a woman is powerful, and we wear many hats. So just to see that the men came on board just to help support, and they
Yeah.
didn't just take it just for the pictures. They was like, I really like this, like I really do. So
Yeah.
I wanted to just bring them in to let them know that we have it. Like, I didn't forget about y'all.
Right.
I didn't forget about y'all. So I wanted to bring them in, and so far they are loving it. They wear their shirt proudly, and I'm just grateful
Yeah.
for the support that I received from men. Yep.
And I like on a men's shirt it says "Women don't hurt, they raw."
They
And so
roar. Yep.
it's like you making a shirt for the men. We have
Mm-hmm.
ours too. And then I don't know if it was a few weeks ago, Nicole had put up this wet shirt, and she calls me. She'll call me. She'll text, say, "Sister, what
Yep.
you think about what you think about this?" And so it's like you're ever revolving now. Not that you had not been, but it seemed like this time around, it's like you're more intentional. Like, you have that motivation. I'm telling you, sister will send me a text. Sister,
Mm-hmm.
go look. Tell me what
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I think it's so, so powerful that, your words mean so much. Like, not only do they mean so much, like you've lived these words on your merch. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's also where the passion comes from as well. And so listen, guys, it's a t-shirt. Y'all spend $20 at McDonald's, okay? Y'all do support my entrepreneurs. So go on Nicole's Facebook. You can actually go on her Instagram. I like going on her Instagram because she always has something inspirational to say. We need some motivation in the morning time. As soon as I get to work, I'm going on her Instagram. I want to see what she's saying, but it could be that quote or those words that will just kind of help you, through the day. Because of course, hey, it wasn't too long ago we was going through, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so I do appreciate, look at me,
Yes. You look beautiful as always.
but we support one another. We really, really do. We support one another. And I so appreciate you as a friend, as my sister. Like I said, me and Nicole, we call each other by first name, but we never do. Okay.
No.
It's
Mm-mm.
always sister. And so I appreciate you coming on tonight. But I want to read something before I go. And I told you, like, I'm telling you, I got my little notes here, but these are also notes that I want to keep because one thing you said, raw for all the times you wanted to give up, raw for all the times people doubted you, raw for all the times you doubted yourself, raw because it's your season to reap everything you thought you lost. Raw, queen, raw. Women don't purr, we raw. And so I'm just listen. I keep all of my notes all the time, but it's been such a meaningful show tonight. Sister was getting started, y'all. We was about to pass the plate. So
I get so excited when I'm talking
yes,
about when I know where God has brought me from.
yes,
Um, and none of this would be possible without him.
yes,
The quotes, I wouldn't have thought of those quotes myself. I knew that through my pain, he birthed those quotes in me. And I just give him all the honor and the glory, you know.
Mm-hmm. And
So
I was gonna ask, and you did answer that. Somebody said how much? I need some merch. Sis.
women don't purr shirts, they're 25.
Mm-hmm.
The shirt being a black woman, that's
Yeah.
30.
Okay. All right. If y'all go on her Facebook or her Instagram, please she gonna respond. She will respond. So send her a DM or let her know if you want a t-shirt, please. And guess what? Purchase it for somebody else, right? If you know someone that just needs that push or just needs that motivation, buy two, right? We spend money what we want to spend money on, right?
Mhm.
And I think this is something that's this powerful. I told Nicole, I was like, I'm going home, put my shirt on. So you can go to like either her Instagram that I have listed here, take a screenshot or go back and look at my live. I don't delete any of my lives. This is her Instagram. This is her Facebook. Send her a DM and she'll get you started how to purchase, how much. Purchase more than one, give it to somebody. I always ask my guests, Nicole, at the end to leave us something inspirational, something motivational. Leave us something with our viewers.
I would leave, don't give people permission to make you feel powerless
Mm.
just because they are intimidated by your presence and your potential.
Mm. Wow. Wow. Did y'all get that? Because and it's so crazy because, and this is like a live that I would want to go back and look and listen again because I'm talking, I'm interviewing, you know what I mean? But, and maybe this is for somebody else, go back and listen again. Like listen again, because when you go back and listen again, it might be some tears you might shed, or it might be some enlightenment, like, the light went off, you know what I mean? And so I encourage you to share this as well. And even if you have a question for Nicole that you don't want to ask on here, again, you can go to her Instagram, send her a DM, or you can go to her Facebook and send her a DM. Like if you want to ask her a question or you just want to talk or about some things that you went through and maybe she can help you. And she's a motivational speaker, but she's also a mentor as well. And she would, help you and most of all listen, right? So again, sister, I thank you for coming on tonight. Thank you for coming on Talk Tuesday, and spending your evening with us. And so I appreciate it. And honestly, I really do. And we say this to each other all the time. We appreciate each other. We love each other.
Yes.
And we there for each other, and so
Yes.
that's what friends that's what friends are for, would you say? But I want to thank you again for coming on. So I'm going to end tonight, but I want you to stay backstage.
Okay.
I'll put you backstage again. Give me a minute. I'll be back on and we'll talk a little bit backstage. So again,
Okay.
everybody, this is Nicole Elmore. And again, Nicole is author. She's a motivational speaker. She's a mentor. So again, if you want to reach out to her, just go through her Instagram or her Facebook. So Nicole, thank you so much for coming on Talk Tuesday. We
Thank you
appreciate
for
you. I
having me.
appreciate you, sister.
All right.
All right, let me put you back. Hey, listen, what a show tonight, right? So powerful. I know how my sister, I know how she can get stirred up. I know the motivation and the inspiration behind her story. And so it was a story that she shared tonight. We went over a few of her quotes and affirmations. We went over her merch, the things of the woman she is now. We talked about that. So again, if you think someone can benefit from this show tonight, please share. Again, we're on here on Facebook. If you go on YouTube, we're there too. We'll soon be on Instagram. And so I thank God for giving me the vision of, again, Talk Tuesday. Talk Tuesday is conversations of inspiration, motivation, and empowerment. And I do always say I appreciate your support coming on Tuesdays, just for an hour and just getting to know our guests and their story and their journey. So again, if you are an entrepreneur, if you're an author, if you want to share testimony, if you want to share your journey, please don't hesitate. You can DM me. You can send me a DM and we could talk about you being on Talk Tuesday. So on next week, we'll let you know who our guests will be on next week. Also, our guest that was supposed to join us this month, Tanya Kelly, right? She was supposed to come on Talk Tuesday. Listen, she was sick in the hospital and surgery. Okay, she can't be on Talk Tuesday. She on the operating room, and so we want to send our prayers for Tanya. We will see you probably, perhaps, on next month on Talk Tuesday. So I just want to let you know I'm praying for you. We're praying for you. We're looking forward to you coming on Talk Tuesday. And so again, guys, I appreciate you so much. And listen, go online again, go on Nicole's Facebook or Instagram, and you need some inspiration to get your day started. She's going to have a quote up. She's going to have an affirmation up. I have this affirmation calendar from January to December. A very, very good friend gave this to me. Thank you, Angie. And so it's just a quote. Every day there's a quote. And so before I leave work, the house in the morning, I'll just look at this quote. I'll come back home. I'll look at this quote. I just keep it going all year long, all year. It's the same thing, but I just keep keep reading it and keep reading it. And so also, we're talking about quotes and affirmation. I have this book by Rodney K. Williams. He was on our show maybe, I think two or 3 years ago. He'll be back soon. And so these are all the things that keeps me motivated. My word, my prayer, communion with God, church service on Sundays. Y'all going to join me one Sunday, okay? But yeah, so again, thank you for joining Talk Tuesday. I appreciate you all so much. Peace.